Alright guys, we are finished with Paleolithic times. Now we're going to move into what's called the Neolithic times. The Neolithic time period began at the end of the Ice Ages. During this time, people began to change the way that they lived, and this led to something called the Farming Revolution. The Farming Revolution is very important because it allowed people to stop being nomads. There were still some nomads, but it allowed people to begin becoming settled. So this farming revolution was brought about by two changes in the way that people live. The first change was the domestication of plants and animals. Now this is very important because this domestication of especially plants led to the second change, which is farming. People developed the knowledge of how to farm. So people began to farm these domesticated plants, and they began to eat these domesticated animals, so they did not have to move around as much. They could stop being nomads. And this led to the growth of villages. And so people began to live in permanent homes. They didn't have to build a new home and travel around all over the place. They could settle down. They could become a society. So they formed these villages, and these villages led to some very beneficial things for people in settled life. And we're going to look at some of those settled things, and we're going to look at how these changes affected people's lives. So one of the things you're going to do today is an organizer about the farming revolution. And then also, you're going to look at a flow chart. We're going to first look back at what we've already learned about Paleolithic times. We're going to talk about some of the advancements, adaptations, and discoveries there. We're going to list those again. Then we're going to get to the end of the Ice Age, and we're going to talk about those two changes again, which were the domestication of plants and animals and farming. And that's going to lead into the Neolithic times, and you're going to provide a summary of how these changes shaped people's lives. So this is just a little introduction to our second time period here with the Neolithic times. This information should also help you with your organizers that we'll do in class. So if you want to watch it again, that would be a good idea. You should probably watch it at least once, just so you kind of have an idea of what we're doing. This information can also be found in your book, though, so tomorrow, or when you're working on this in class, you can use your book, or you can just use your knowledge that you've learned from this video. Thanks for watching.